Hello, superfans. Welcome to Alberta News and Views. Today, ex-Calgary Mayor Naheed Nenshi says he will be running to be the leader of Alberta's NDP and the next premier of this province. Now, you can sum all of this up with one picture right here. Naheed Nenshi is Rachel Notley. They support everything that they complain about. They take all the world's problems and they blame Danielle Smith for it. I'm sure that the NDP candidates, the other candidates, want to take the NDP in a different direction, and Rachel Notley didn't like that, which is one of the big reasons that she stepped down, because she's lost the support of the party and Albertans. And she wants to hold the provincial NDP bound with the federal NDP, which is what those candidates are trying to move away from. So Naheed Nenshi is perfect for the job. We're surprised that he didn't run as a Liberal 2 years ago when he was done being a mayor. But he knows that Justin Trudeau completely destroyed the Liberal brand, and that is a losing hand, which is why he is jumping in for the NDP. He has a huge ego, a huge mouth. He's extremely divisive, and you can see it in his promo videos from today. There's going to be a lot of interviews with him on social media and Trudeau Media Corp, and all he's got right now is, like I said, just take all the world's problems, trash Danielle Smith, and that's it, and it won't work, which is why I don't think he stands a chance running to be premier. He'll probably win with the NDP if he gets the support of the unions. The unions play a big thing. It's going to be really interesting. Here he is with the Calgary Herald, giving us a little glimpse of what his policy or campaign might be like.
I gotta say, I've been enjoying my life these last 2 years. I've crafted a life where I get involved in community building, but away from the politics. But that said, I'm also an Albertan who loves this place. And when I look at our current government of Alberta, it's like nothing I've ever seen before. I had 6 premiers while I was mayor from 3 different political parties. I've supported parties in different places, but this government, this is not a conservative government. This is a government that is defined by being incompetent, but not only incompetent, but immoral and dangerous. Our utilities and insurance bills are through the roof. Our public health system, in some places, not at the brink of collapse, it has collapsed. Too many of us don't have family doctors. We can't count on the ER being there when we need it or an ambulance being there when we call. Our kids' classes are getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And our summers are filled with wildfire smoke and flood and drought, and this government does nothing. All they do is fight with Ottawa. We deserve so much better, and people from across the province have been telling me, listen, it's time to throw your hat in. It's time to throw your skills and experiences into building a better Alberta, and so here we are. The UCP is not the conservative government of the past. This is not the Naheed or the Klein government. This is something else entirely. And look what they've done to small town and rural Alberta and to mid-sized cities. There's still no Red Deer Hospital expansion after all these years. Rural emergency rooms are closing. Rural schools are losing their ability to function. They can't even pave the roads. So the UCP has not been there for rural Alberta, has not been there for Alberta outside of the cities. They haven't been there for Albertans inside the cities either. And so my job is to just talk to people, to help them understand that our values are their values and that something better is possible, as my tagline says, for all of us. And I look forward to having that conversation with people in every Tim Hortons and every A&W in this province until the 2027 election. It took me a long time to decide to throw my hat in, and that was partially because there are these 4 super strong, super capable women in the race already doing this work. But I also felt that, you know, the race over the last several weeks hasn't kind of caught fire in the imagination of Albertans. And if I can shine a spotlight on that and even on the other candidates, I think that's good for everybody and it's good for the party. And as to the question of can I beat Danielle Smith in 2027, I've known Danielle Smith for 30 years. The person who is premier right now is not the Danielle Smith I grew up with. But I know her. I know how to get under her skin. The UCP is already scared of me. So can I beat her in 2027? Oh yeah.
The UCP is not scared of Naheed Nenshi. In fact, there's an article where they welcome it because Gil McGowan is running leadership as well. Because they both have huge egos and both have loud mouths, it's just going to be crazy. The only thing he's running off of right now is division. He said straight up, I know how to get under her skin. We don't want that. And I know NDP voters don't want that either. We're done with this. We need something different. We need tax relief. This tax and spend cycle isn't working anymore. We've reached the ceiling. It's time for something else. For him to come out and say that Danielle Smith, what do you call her? Incompetent, immoral, and dangerous? We need facts. We need stuff to prove that. You can't just say stuff like that anymore. To think that Danielle Smith can get rid of wildfires, get rid of drought, and get rid of flooding is just outrageous and ridiculous. He is an easy punching bag, a political punching bag. And I hope that he wins because it'll be easy for Danielle Smith. Because he has the things that he has done and said in the last 3 years are incredible. I can't even post them. They're that bad. It's hilarious. I'm going to keep you updated with all of this as usual. It's going to be great. I love it. It's going to be very interesting. Follow me on Substack and Spotify. All of you out there, like, share, and take care.